Welcome to the TLS Weight Loss Solution Overview. My name is April Rashad. I'm both a certified TLS coach and trainer, and I've also had really great luck and success with TLS in terms of weight loss and body fat loss and inches lost. And I'm really excited to be able to share some information with you today. I'm basically going to go through this overview, and then what you can do is just contact the coach who provided the information and the webinar to you to discuss how you see yourself getting started, because there's a few different ways that you can go about doing that. So just to get started, think about why you're here today. You know, how much weight do you think you need to lose? Because the reality is that whether you have 5 pounds to lose and you just want to feel like you're healthier and you're going to get more fit, or whether you have 150 pounds to lose, you are in the right place. If you're diabetic, or if you just are on cholesterol or blood pressure medication and you just want to find a way to be able to get healthy, this is absolutely the program for you. This is a family-friendly, no-fad, clinically studied program that is guaranteed to get you the results if you actually do follow it. And I know so many people who have tried so many different kinds of programs with really limited success. You know, they've tried every diet plan under the sun, and maybe they've lost 10, 15, 20 pounds, but then they feel it's either not sustainable, or they find that they're already, you know, gaining the weight back. But if you're motivated and you're ready to make a change, this, again, is going to be the right program for you. So most people think that they really know what they're supposed to be doing, that they're just not doing it. If I had a nickel for every time I hear that, but really we found that there's a lot of reasons why people do struggle with their weight and how they get into a position of where their metabolism really does become altered. And people are surprised to find that the true reasons why they struggle with their weight are not necessarily what they might have thought that it would be. And as we go through this, I think that's going to become more apparent. First thing, if you take a look, is portion size. Now, you know, eating low calorie can actually hinder your weight loss, but on the other hand, you know, a lot of people also have supersized portions, and so there's going to be some balance within there. I mean, how many people have ever actually had a cereal bowl that actually had a half a cup to a cup of cereal? It just doesn't happen. Our plates, everything that we do in this country typically is all, you know, always, you know, supersized. Then there's the yo-yo dieting. So if you've been on a diet before, you've gained, lost weight, you will may be surprised to know that every time that you've lost and gained that weight, typically your metabolism has slowed about 10 to 15%. We're going to talk about why that is in just a moment. And then there's stress, which I hope that nobody minimizes the importance that stress plays on your body's willingness to lose fat or weight in general. And basically, this needs to be addressed, because the higher your stress level, chronic levels of stress, which could include things other than just the sort of mental or mental or emotional stress that we experience every day from both busy schedules and kids and work and financial issues that we have. There could be physical stressors on your body or chemical stressors on your body coming from lack of sleep or from medications. And if your body feels like it's in a state of an emergency, it's certainly not going to allow you to be able to lose weight, and it actually can, you know, add to your body's, you know, metabolic challenge and the unwillingness that your body has at the moment to be able to lose weight. And then there's processed foods. I mean, how many people have switched from, let's say, white foods to brown foods, you know, which is a great step in the right direction. You used to eat white rice, now you go brown rice. You had white pasta before, now you're doing wheat pasta. From a nutritional standpoint, certainly there's more nutrients in some of those foods, but actually it doesn't, just because something says multigrain or whole grain and that's in the title of the food, these are actually refined and processed still. And it's really a marketing gimmick, and they actually can work against your weight loss effort. So while you've made a switch to trying to be more healthful, and you have been from a nutritional standpoint, from a weight loss standpoint, these processed foods actually are doing nothing to help you to lose weight. And then there's a sedentary lifestyle. I think a lot of people are more physically active than they used to be in terms of trying to make an effort to work out, to walk, to go to the gym. But a lot of times that could be 30 minutes to an hour a day, and it's sort of like, what are you doing with the other 23 hours? When we were kids, we just took the most inefficient route everywhere, didn't we? We biked, ran, hopped, skipped, stumbled, you know, ran back and forth from different places. And nowadays, because we're behind computers and we're in offices and we have these types of jobs, it's just a sedentary lifestyle is just more common for people today. You have to take a more active approach, but the more sedentary we are, the less muscle that our bodies actually have on us, the higher the fat percentage of our bodies, and really then your metabolism becomes challenged because of a higher body fat percentage, which we're, again, going to talk about in a little bit more detail. So it's important to understand that this program is designed to help you with a true lifestyle change. This is not a low-fat, low-calorie, low-carb, or even a diet at all. What we're talking about with TLS, weight loss solution, TLS stands for Transitions Lifestyle System, which is what we were formerly called, and this is a way to actually change the way you eat. You have habits, don't you, ways that you used to eat before? What we teach you in this program is just how to change those habits into things that are actually going to help you to achieve your health and your weight loss goals. So let's take a look at some of the new diet fads, or even some well-known diets that you might have even heard of or tried in the past. HCG diet, this stands for human chorionic gonadotropin, which is really a hormone that's produced in the placenta during pregnancy. And if you take a look here, you know, you can self-administer injections or drops. You're usually going to have to follow a meal plan that is severe in terms of calorie restrictions. You're really limiting your intake of food, which is going to make you feel very hungry. You're going to take some supplements, and you could lose up to 20 pounds in 30 days. That's the draw. Don't we all get so desperate to lose weight quickly? We love a quick fix, but the problem is you get the quick weight loss, which also can lead to rapid muscle loss. Now, there are some studies that will show that you're going to lose some fat, but you're still going to get a swift weight regain because there's nothing sustainable about the HCG diet. It was never intended to be that way. And so really it's very difficult to go through that process and starve yourself. Anybody could do just about anything for 30 days, couldn't they? But if you're going to gain the weight back, is it really worth the money and the time and doing that damage to your body? And really it's poor nutrition. You're not getting the types of calories and nutrients that you need when you follow a program like that. And then we have high protein, low fat, and meal replacement plans. So none of these plans are really, again, a source for, you know, a long-term sustainable way of changing your lifestyle. If you're eating foods that are out of a box, for instance, from Nutrisystem or Jenny Craig, you're going to hear from people constantly that say, you know what, I did lose weight initially, but as soon as I went out to eat, as soon as I had a holiday, as soon as I planned a meal at home, you know, I just started to gain the weight back. And a lot of these are just very portion controlled, so nobody wants to be feeling starved and deprived constantly when they're eating such a calorie-restricted sort of a diet. The good news with TLS Weight Loss Solution is that you get to eat to lose, and that's, you know, going to help you to actually improve your metabolism. You don't have to starve yourself. Most people think that if they just, you know, shaved food here and shaved calories here, that that's going to actually be the answer, and really it's not. And then there's things like MetaFast, you know, which again, just incredible muscle and water loss. You'll become carb sensitive. The amount of calories that are restricted through shakes and really minimal eating is really severe. And again, this is not a healthful way to be able to lose weight. You wouldn't ask your family to, you know, and your children to be following a plan like that, but somehow our common sense goes out the window when we just get so desperate that we want to have a quicker result. You have something like Weight Watchers, too, which, of course, can be a little bit more successful from the standpoint that there's some education and there's support on a weekly basis. The problem, again, is that it's still really around portion control. And, you know, you don't see athletes eating Weight Watchers, you know, constantly every single day to be able to maintain, you know, the kind of activity levels that they maintain. And so if there was a way that you could actually be able to eat regular food and learn how to eat at home real food and not, again, have to just trust, you know, a brand and you have to buy something out of a box, wouldn't that be the way to go? We also see a lot of people through Weight Watchers who, you know, have lost a certain amount of weight and then they get to a plateau. And while Weight Watchers might take you 25% of the way, getting you to a more healthy standpoint and portion controlling you, and you can lose a little bit of weight that way, what's going to happen the rest of the way? You don't want to feel starved and deprived. You want to be able to get finally to your goal, and you want to have your body preferentially lose body fat, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So do you notice the theme? With all of these different meal plans, they might induce rapid muscle loss. And why that's important is because the key to long-term weight loss is that you have to teach your body how to preferentially lose body fat, how to stay in a fat-burning mode. And the way to do that is by leveling out your blood sugar. Okay, and so this graph that you're looking at right here in terms of blood sugar levels is going to show you a little bit of what that's about. Before I get to that, I just want to explain why the loss of fat is really just so important. One of the things that you just have to think about is that, you know, people have heard before muscle weighs more than fat, but I think a better way to describe that is that pound for pound, fat takes up more space in your body. So think about it with an example. Think about like a big pillow in one hand, you know, a big soft mushy pillow, and a softball in the other hand. They probably weigh the same. But which one takes up more space? Which one is more mushy and gelatinous and takes up more space? It's the big pillow, isn't it? But if you liken that big pillow to be the fat, and the softball to be muscle, then it's really important to understand which one you want to lose from your butt, right? Wouldn't you want to lose the pillow? You want to lose the thing that's taking up the more space and that doesn't look, it's more unsightly, if you will. The other thing to keep in mind is that really muscle is highly metabolically active, and it really dictates your metabolism. So you don't want to just be looking at the scale and be married to the scale and not be concerned with how you're losing weight. You don't want to just see yourself losing 3 pounds or 5 pounds or 10 pounds and have it be muscle, because what's going to happen is that effectively you're lowering your metabolism as a result of that. You want to find a way to be able to hold on to the muscle you have and be able to teach your body how to preferentially lose body fat. Just think about it. Don't we as a country lose millions and millions of pounds every single year? We do, but we're still 64 to 68% of us over the age of 25 are obese in this country. There's a problem when we have this much of a diet industry, and yet people are fatter and fatter every year, and it's because we're not doing it in the right way. So this graph right here is showing you that blood sugar and keeping your body in a fat-burning zone and giving yourself sustained energy is really the key to the long-term weight loss that it is that we're looking for. And so when your body's blood sugar is even or normal, not only do you have sustained energy, so you don't get those dips in energy, but you have less cravings, and your body is going to just want to burn fat all the time. And so the thing here is that you'll see a spike in the blood sugar level on this graph right here. When your blood sugar spikes rapidly, it's going to signal your body to store fat, and it's also going to come crashing down. So you get those highs and lows in terms of energy that you have throughout the day. And what happens is that anytime you spike your blood sugar, which I'll explain how that happens, but anytime you spike your blood sugar and you get into that fat-burning zone, the fat storage mode that your body kicks into, then that is going to basically mean that no matter even if you eat a salad or you eat some broccoli, after you're already having kicked your blood sugar high, guess what you're going to store it as? You're going to store it as fat. So here you thought you were making some better choices, but if some of the choices of what you're eating are actually spiking your blood sugar, then that's going to be a problem. You're going to end up storing more fat even despite your best efforts. And so it's really important to keep in this green section throughout the day. Now, here's the question. What makes your blood sugar spike, and how do you avoid this, right? Well, the glycemic index is what we're going to be talking about next. Glycemic index, or I might refer to it as GI, okay, is really just a number between 1 and 100 that measures the impact a carbohydrate has on your blood sugar. And so the higher the number, the higher and faster your blood sugar is going to rise. As a result of this, you have insulin in your body, and that gets secreted into your bloodstream, and that level rise. And as you see, it's going to signal your body to store fat. Insulin, in fact, is a fat storage hormone. So just think about it like this. You can eat some food. As a result, your blood sugar is going to go up, right? A lot of people have felt hungry before. You eat something, you felt the low blood sugar, and then you feel your blood sugar start to rise where you feel a little bit more normal again. But if you spike your blood sugar by eating a food that's high on the GI scale, it might shoot up very fast, very quickly, and higher than you'd want it to. And you get this surge of insulin, and it tells your body to store fat. And any excess calories then end up getting stored as fat in your body. Now, here's the bummer about all of this. You might understand things like candy bars and stuff that spike your blood sugar, or junk food that might spike your blood sugar. But you may not be thinking of foods that are low fat and low calorie, like Cheerios or Special K or your favorite granola bar or even certain wheat breads. Because the fact is that these foods, while some of them may be low in sugar on the label, they're actually very high in starch, very low in fiber, and they break down to sugar quickly in your body, and therefore they have a high glycemic index too. And that's what the problem is. We're all eating these low-fat, low-calorie foods thinking, geez, we've shaved so many calories and we're eating all these great foods that are better than what we used to be eating. Why is it that we're not continuing to lose weight? So I want to give you an example. A lot of people, like I said earlier, they've made the switch, white foods to brown foods. Or, here's an example. See if you can relate to this, of a day of here I'm trying to eat healthier, okay? Maybe it's a Weight Watchers plan, or maybe it's just that you've just tried to make better choices. But let's say you wake up in the morning, and with best intentions, you're in a rush, but you know that breakfast is important. So you eat a low-fat, low-calorie Dannon yogurt or banana or something like that, maybe even the yogurt and the banana together just to get your day going. Mid-morning, you're at work and you're hungry, so you end up just grabbing for a Nutri-Grain granola bar or something like that to last you until you get to lunchtime. At lunch, you eat a turkey and cheese sandwich. It's on wheat bread. You have some fat-free mayo. Maybe you have some pretzels on the side or something like that. And then, you're feeling pretty good about your lunch. At 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're so tired, you'd pay any amount of money just to take a nap, and just put your head on your desk just for a half an hour. So you take that choice, right? You're either going to go to the Dunkin' Donuts, Mega Skim Latte, craziness with Splenda, and go that route to try to have something to kick you awake, or you're going to maybe eat your way through it. So you're going to have a 100-calorie packet of something, right? A 100-calorie packet, they have all these little snacks now that just claim that they're 100 calories, so that's a good snack for you thinking, to last you till dinner. By dinner time, you're starving, but you manage to stay away from your well-deserved glass of wine because you're having a good eating day, and you have grilled chicken, you have a side salad, you have some rice or baked potato, and you count your points if you're doing Weight Watchers, or you're just so happy that you just had a healthy eating kind of a day. And at the end of dinner, before bed, you're sitting in front of the TV and you're thinking, gee, I had a really great day and I'm still a little bit hungry, so you go into your freezer and you get a little Smart Ones fudge pop dessert, because you're starving despite all that good eating today, so you think you deserve a little 100-calorie snack for dessert. And so you're feeling good. You're probably under 1,500 calories. You were eating low fat all day long. And what's the problem? Well, the reality is that you spiked your blood sugar all day long. The yogurt, the banana, the granola bar, the wheat bread, the pretzels, the coffee, the 100-calorie pack, the rice, the baked potatoes, and the Smart Ones dessert. It didn't matter that these foods were low fat, low calorie, or had multigrain in the label. It didn't matter. What matters is that the glycemic index of those foods was really high. And therefore, all day long, you spiked your blood sugar. It's why you got tired. It's why you're still craving foods. And it's why your blood sugar is not stable, your body is not burning fat, and though you lost a few pounds initially, you feel like you can't get past it. And that's really important. So we aren't just looking, though, at the glycemic index of a food. If that were true, then you could go ahead and Google glycemic index and find out that it'd be better to eat a low glycemic peanut M&M than it would to eat a carrot. But we're never going to tell you that that's the case. What we look at in TLS is we look at the glycemic load of a food, which not only takes into consideration the quality of that food with the glycemic index, but also the quantity of the food. Okay, and so that's really important. Together, those things are called glycemic load. And so when you're eating this way, we can focus on body composition because the muscle fuels metabolism. If we hang on to the muscle that you have and we increase, then we're going to also be able to increase your metabolism, repair your metabolism. So we focus on eating what? Protein and fiber at every meal. That's what makes losing weight no big deal. That's the idea. Preferentially lose body fat, hold on to the muscle you have, and you're still going to be able to eat foods that you love. Can you still have, can you eat all day long? Absolutely. What kinds of foods might you be eating? You might be having eggs in the morning with in an omelet with some spinach in it and some onions or mushrooms or something to that effect with a little bit of cheese sprinkled on it, You might still have yogurt. It just might be Greek yogurt. It might not be sweetened. It might have some fruit in it. You might have a protein shake. You might have a salad with grilled chicken and black beans. You might have some salmon and sweet potatoes and broccoli or asparagus. These are all different types of things. You could be having almonds, and things like that, or an apple with peanut butter. These are the types of foods that you can eat all day long. All foods that you're going to enjoy being, having been eaten, but you're also going to be able to lose the cravings at the same time. TLS weight loss solution would not be effective if we didn't also look at behavior modification. See, if you only address the symptom, which is your weight, you're never permanently going to solve anything, are you? And the weight gain cycle is going to continue. So when you identify and deal with the underlying problem, and you also take care of those physiological cravings because you think it's your fault, but it's really the foods that you're eating, well, now we're really onto something. So take the time to care for yourself and make a commitment to make a change, and understand that you're worth it. You're worth it, and all of your efforts with TLS are actually going to come to fruition. So we know what works: maintaining normal blood sugar levels, exercising to maintain and build lean muscle mass, changing your perception of yourself, and even keeping a food log or journaling, which you can do in a book or online with this program, and that's going to help us. People lose 50% more weight when they are actually accountable for what they're eating, and you'll have a TLS coach to be able to guide you and take a look at your journal to give you an honest answer after they've taught you how to eat this way in terms of what's happening, so that they can make some provide some suggestions as you're getting educated. Now, what is TLS weight loss solution? low glycemic impact eating like we discussed, which is a superior way to manage and lose weight and to be able to maintain the lean muscle mass that you have. But more importantly, this is a total health program. Your cardiovascular health, it's been proven, can improve. When you manage your blood sugar, cholesterol changes for the better, your triglycerides, and your cholesterol will lower. Your good cholesterol can increase. That your blood pressure may be able to be supported to a more normal state. That people report that they feel less inflammation, so they feel less joint pain and muscle pain, that their headaches go away, that they're sleeping better. These are all the side effects when you thought you were just coming to TLS just to lose weight. For behavior modification, we have menu plans to fit who you are. And then we have a weight loss guide, and we have online support through tlsslim.com as well. We look at body composition. So we're actually going to measure your body fat percentage, but we're going to help to guide you with exercise to help to repair and increase your metabolism, and using all the advanced exercise and athletic science to increase results. But you know what? Some of it you can do in just 10 minutes a day. And then we have weight loss accelerators or supplements that will help you to support a healthy metabolism and your overall health as well. No magic pills in a bottle, but if you're giving your body the nutrients it needs to be able to support weight loss and healthy metabolism and healthy thyroid function and healthy blood sugar levels, you're going to get to your goals a whole lot faster. Now, through tlsslim.com, this is a fantastic website that is dynamic. It's constantly changing, and it's got a personalized weight loss program option that's based on your goals and your commitment level. If you're looking at this program and you're looking to take a 6 or 12-week course, that's absolutely fine. There's other people that do this as a self-guided program or something in between where they're just meeting with a coach every few weeks. Way for you to be able to get started. But we have an interactive meal, exercise planning, and tracking right online. There's over 90,000 food entries in there, including restaurant meals, so that you can actually journal online. There are hundreds of low GI recipes and quick meal options to give you suggestions about what to eat. And our health guide actually has some meal plans that are right in there as well to help you, whether you're vegetarian, whether you're not, male, female, all of that. And it's got a customizable 12-week exercise program to boot. There's articles and tips on diet. There's exercise information and healthy living topics in the articles to keep you on track. And there's even alerts and reminders that you can get through email or text messaging that can help you to track your progress or accelerators and supplements. So, you know, some of us just having compliance to be able to take something with a lunch meal, maybe we just need a reminder, and you can just set that up right on your text message or on your email to keep you on track. Now, there are 4 basic ways that we get people started. Most commonly, we have rapid results when people are actually taking a class. So what this means is that, let me just review very quickly. We have something called a Fat Shredder program. So if you have an event in 2 weeks and you really want to kickstart your weight loss success, you can follow our Fat Shredder program. It'll give you a little bit more of a jump. It'll be about 10 pounds or so that you can expect in terms of weight loss, where we don't want you to lose weight too quickly, but that this is a very effective way using the low glycemic meal plan to be able to get a little jump start for 2 weeks. We also have something called Simply Delivered. So if you're somebody who's on the go and you just want to supplement your very busy lifestyle with some meals that are delivered to you, these are gourmet meals. These are not boxed meals. It's as if you cooked it yourself and it can be delivered to your door, and it's called Simply Delivered. And then we have something called Sure and Steady. So if you're somebody who's just really feeling like this is a major change and you're just not ready, you know, to just jump in fully, but you really like the idea of low glycemic index eating and the low glycemic impact eating, then you're going to want to ask the coach about Sure and Steady. But what you're looking at here in terms of rapid results, you're going to lose about 2 to 3 pounds per week safely while you're preferentially losing body fat, which just from the example before, you realize looks like a lot more weight, doesn't it, than if you're losing it as muscle. And so in the menu plan for rapid results, basically what we do is we follow a strict menu plan where we don't eat grains for the first 6 weeks. We start with a week of detox that is not scary and it's not very intense, but it's a great way to be able to change your palate, get your body ready, lose a little bit of extra fat, jumpstart you, and really start you properly on a 12-week program to get the results rapidly that you're looking for. For the next 5 weeks after detox, we don't eat grains, cereals, breads, or pastas, but you're going to get plenty of carbohydrates. You're going to get them from vegetables. You're going to get them from low glycemic index carbohydrates that we'll educate you about, and you're going to get enough protein. You're not going to feel hungry. You're going to feel higher energy. You're going to sleep better. You're going to feel fantastic. We have shakes that you can eat through rapid results, drink through rapid results that are going to help you, especially in a pinch. And because planning food, it can get tedious sometimes. It's a great way to make sure you're getting in the right amount of fiber and protein to help you to get the best results. And then we'll have customized supplements. There are 3 or 4 supplements that we will be able to determine which ones are the right ones for you based on your profile. Here are some of the supplements that you're going to end up taking a look at. One of them is called TLS Core Fat and Carb Inhibitor, which is a great product that's going to help promote weight loss, inhibit carbohydrate absorption in the body, and actually can help to suppress appetite by feeling full, okay, and it's going to reduce your fat stores in the body. This product is most likely the one that most people start with because it's a total health product. It's actually been scientifically proven that this product, 2 of the ingredients in our product of Core do help with other things, like boosting your serotonin levels, which will help you feel satiated and help you feel happier, which will help with leptin sensitivity, which makes you feel satiated. These are hormones in the body that maybe are, not optimized or working properly to help you to, get your results faster. It's got chromium in it to help your blood sugar to be able to stabilize a little bit more effectively. And here's the scientific studies that support the use of Lepticor and the green select phytosome that are in that product. Then we have something called TLS Thermochrome with Advantra-Z and South African Hoodia Gordoni, which increases energy, promotes weight loss. It might suppress appetite, and really the key ingredients in here are just to support normal metabolic function. The key with this product, though, is that it does have some herbal caffeine in it, so you just have to look at a warning label. There's nothing scary about this product, but it's not for everybody, especially if you're on medications or heart medications or that type of a thing where caffeine might actually affect that. So we can provide you with all the labels, and again, you can take an online survey or one in our health guide to determine which ones might be right for you. We have a great product called TLS AXE, and the AXE is just an acronym for Adrenal, Cortisol, Thyroid, and Stress Support Formula. And basically, this is going to help to enhance and stabilize your mood. Who couldn't use that, right? It's going to help you with certain stress-related issues, meaning sleeping and weight gain and things that are a result of how your body responds to stress. Really important to be able to handle that in order to get the best results. It could help to reduce occasional fatigue and stuff that's related to stress and help to modulate your cortisol levels, so really helping your body to adapt to stress in general. And then if you got stubborn belly fat, if you feel like your thighs have a lot of extra fat, we've got the TLS Tonillin CLA, which is really an acronym, again, for conjugated linoleic acid. This product is fantastic. It targets stubborn belly fat, and it helps to reduce overall body fat while helping to promote lean muscle mass building. But it really does work better if you've already lost a little bit of weight or if you're exercising with it. So it is a fantastic product, but you just want to make sure that you are exercising to get the best results from it. And so it's going to help to decrease the total amount of fat that is stored in your body as well. One of my favorites are the TLS protein shakes. People who take our program find these to be so incredibly fantastic. It's just 8 ounces or so of a shake. You can just mix them right with water. There's vanilla and chocolate. It's got 18 grams of really good quality protein in it. It also has 10 grams of fiber and only 2 grams of sugar. I was mortified when I saw some of these branded, people that you trust, like a Weight Watchers or whatever, that I see some of these shakes come back, and I look at the label, and 3 of the first 5 ingredients on them are sugar. And based on what I told you earlier, don't you understand that, these are things that are going to be spiking your blood sugar. They're also going to make your blood sugar crash. They're going to impede your process or your progress in terms of weight loss, and they're going to actually increase cravings. And who wants that? These shakes are actually going to help to keep you full. You could add fruit to them or just shake them plain with some ice and water. Some people add almond milk to them. I know in our house, we actually do them in the blender thick, sometimes with fruit or with bananas or peanut butter a little bit, and we actually put them in Dixie cups just to have little desserts that we know are going to be healthful, so that they get in right into the freezer. A lot of different ways you can use these, either as an on-the-go meal replacement or just as a snack, and just to supplement the real food that you're going to be learning how to eat. And we have a guide, and the TLS Weight Loss Solution Health Guide is not just a place for you to journal what you're eating, It's got weekly weigh-ins and quarterly measurements areas so you can really track your progress, but it's a comprehensive guide to follow TLS along with what your coach can help you with. And it's going to cover the weight loss struggle and how TLS is the solution. It's going to go further into explaining the low GI impact eating that we're talking about, and also have 6 days of sample meal plans. So it's really got everything in there. It's got restaurant guides and other really helpful tips to help you to be able to follow this program. So it's no secret people want to live a vital and active lifestyle, you know, and I think everybody's always asking, you know, like, will this work for me? And I guess all I can tell you is that I've never seen somebody not have positive results with TLS. What I found myself is that even through following TLS through that first 6 weeks of going grain-free is that I started to realize what foods bode well with me and which ones don't, because in that second 6 weeks of our 12-week program, you're going to learn how to be able to customize which foods are right for you. I was able to find a gluten intolerance that was hindering my ability to be able to lose fat, that was affecting my skin in terms of acne, that was making me tired, that was giving my stomach, upset. But I never would have known that if I hadn't followed this TLS program, and I've been in the field of nutrition and personal training for a long time. The information that you get through this TLS program is just information that's going to be so helpful for you to lead a healthy lifestyle forever and for your family as well, and it's customizable to suit where you are. So what I encourage you to do is just to get back with the coach who gave you this information or the webinar and let them know how you see yourself getting started so you can really just discuss the process. Do you need the structure of a group where you can sit for accountability and learn different information every single week of a class? Or are you the type of person that likes to do it from the privacy of your home and maybe just journal online and use the online support and check in with a coach through email, text, or phone? Or maybe you're somebody who wants to be measured and seen 4 times throughout the course of your 12 weeks or beyond, and that way that you can just be accountable and have somebody that's a resource to you. But I hope you go ahead and find your fit with TLS Weight Loss Solution, and I thank you so much for sitting with this overview.